One life, one decade, one chance to go while it still matters. Welcome back for day 127 of completing my 20s. If you're new here, I just want to say that this is a channel that is dedicated to improving and personal growth throughout my 20s, but it could be for anybody just going through life and trying to improve mentally, physically, and even financially. So if that seems like something you're interested, tag along for the ride. I share a lot of information, and I'm trying to build a community of people who are all trying to grow together. And if you've been watching, thank you guys so much for the support. I am constantly seeing more comments and likes and interaction, and I just want to say thank you guys. I love talking with you guys in the comments, so don't be afraid to leave a comment, ask a question, tell me about your day, anything that you guys want to share, goals you guys are working on, anything. Please leave it in the comments, and I'd love to chat with you guys. I love talking with you guys in the comments. It makes me feel a lot more motivated and supported throughout my journey through my 20s. So all the help, even just the view, even just you watching this video helps me out a lot. So thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the upper body day that I hit today that I showed you guys at the beginning of this video. It was really good pump. The weights have been moving really good. So if you've been watching, you might know if you're new here, I used to do like a chest, back, shoulder, legs. That was my split, and I take a rest and do it it'd pretty much be hit the muscle twice every 8 days. I switched to a upper body, lower body, push, pull legs in order so I can do more frequency, do more of the same workouts more consistently, more often. And so I'm just now kind of still breaking into this split and getting like kind of comfortable with it. And I will say I like it a lot. It's really been feeling like I've been seeing a lot of growth, especially recently. When I first started, I was kind of adjusting, but now I'm actually really starting to get comfortable and used to the weights and actually being able to get progressive overload on my workouts. So the upper body days and this new split has been really good. I feel like I'm getting bigger. I see the number on the scale going up. So it's all going good as far as the physical journey part so far. I just got some protein powder, just ate some steak and tilapia. So my problem before with the protein powder is I drink them every day and I was consistent, but I just stopped getting it after one tub. So I'm starting to get it. I was really having trouble finding one with low ingredients, because that's the most important thing for me, is finding a protein powder with 7 or less ingredients. That's what they say to look for from the research that I've done, and it just makes sense. So, but I found one, and it's local to me. Before, the ones that I did find were at Walmart, and to me, my closest Walmart's like 20 minutes away versus like my Kroger's like 5 minutes, not even 5, like a minute away from my gym. I could walk there from my gym. So I found one at Kroger. So I'm going to start taking that again, and hopefully that'll really boost it, because I mean, that's an extra 50 grams of protein that I can just drink before I go to bed, and hopefully like actually digest it correctly, rather than to or not even rather, but just to add on top of like my already 150 to 165 grams of protein I'm eating every day. So I'm hoping that extra 50 can actually make a pretty big difference over time. So that's all I want to talk about as far as the physical stuff and the regular check-in daily stuff that I do with you guys. But now I wanted to switch over to the actual topic I wanted to talk about. And today's topic is about confidence and how to achieve it. So if you're already confident in yourself, I want to say congratulations, because, and I genuinely mean that, because it is not easy to be confident, especially in today's society, where you can go on Instagram and see, if you're a girl, you can see someone who has a better body, or even if you're a guy, this goes for both men and women, you're going to see people with better bodies, better faces, more money, cooler cars, everything, and traveling cooler places, eating better food, doing more fun activities than you. There's always going to be someone doing better than you. So it's not very easy to be confident. So congratulations if you already are confident and you feel like you might not even need to watch this video. But I will say you should stick around, because some of the things I'll talk about I don't think you even thought about, and some things can help you even be more confident. You know, obviously my goal of this is to help people who aren't confident. So if you're confident already, or if pretty much what I'm trying to say right now is I'm not telling you to be cocky. Always stay humble and grateful for what you have and the things that you deserve. But it's important to be confident because it'll help you mentally go through life a lot easier. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the definition of confidence, because this is where I think a lot of people get the cocky or the confident, not cocky stuff. The definition of confidence is a person who feels assured in their abilities, qualities, or judgment. And the reason why I feel like it's important to go over this definition is because people think confident is just pretty much like being proud of who you are, or wearing it on your chest, whatever it is. But really, being confident is the result of the work that you put in on whatever you're talking about or whatever you're doing, or whatever you're saying, really. So, like, my point is like, people aren't confident in things that they haven't trained a lot for, that they haven't talked a lot about, or they haven't done a lot of research. I'm confident in my body because I've been training my body for 4 years. So I can't walk around insecure about my body. Now, I have my times, don't worry, but I don't walk around like, oh, I look like shit, or oh, I'm too small. It's like I've been training for way too long and way too hard for me to have that kind of mindset. And it's literally impossible. Like, some people will be like, oh, you get in the gym, your body dysmorphia gets worse. They say that because, you're constantly trying to look better and better. But at the end of the day, someone who's in the gym will always be more confident than someone who's not in the gym. And that's just a fact. So that's one thing. But to piggyback off of that, I wanted to mention that being confident is not the absence of doubt / the feelings of fear or any other negative feelings towards yourself. So when you're confident, like when I'm confident, my fear, like let's say I'm confident like in talking and being social, that doesn't mean that I'm not scared to talk to people or that I don't get anxiety talking to people. That just means that I've done it so many times to where it's natural for me to do, or I've done it so many times, or I keep repeating myself. I've done it so many times now to where I can still have that anxious feeling. I can still be nervous, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. I'm still going to do it because I know in my head that these feelings, they come and go. The anxiousness, the negative feelings, the insecurities, they're going to come, and you're bound to feel these negative feelings. But when you train and you consistently do something over and over again, and you solidify the thing that you're working on or researching or whatever it is, you will just be so much more confident about it. But that doesn't mean that the negative feelings just disappear. That just gives you that upper hand to be like, well, you know what? I actually do know something about this. Even if I'm scared to talk about it or do it, I still know. And you know what I mean? So that's pretty much the most things I wanted to talk about. Some things, I'm just going to go over some quick things that you can do to help your confidence. So the number one thing is keep promises to yourself, because if you can't listen to yourself, no one will listen to you, and it will constantly feel like you're lying to yourself. And imagine what it feels like to be lied to. That's that same feeling, even if it's to yourself. That feeling that it feels to get lied to, that betrayal, that's that same feeling you'll feel. And if you consistently do that over and over again, you're going to be super insecure because you know that you can't hold yourself accountable for things that you say that you're going to do. Improving your body language. So this is one thing that I try to do minorly a little bit more and more throughout my day. So I try and fix my posture. I try and walk with my head up. It really does give you, versus like walking around down with your eyes like, all shy and stuff. If you walk around with your chest up and your chin up, you literally, for me, like I literally feel better. I feel more confident. I feel more professional. I feel more serious. I feel like it's easier for me to talk to people when I do that. So improve your body language, eye contact when you're talking to people, and just really having that dominant feeling. Not like you can't be submissive, but more just in that dominant feeling is that confidence that you're feeling. This is a big one I want to also talk about, is exposing yourself to discomfort, especially if you're not already confident. if you're, or especially if you are really trying to be confident and you're very, very in this shell, you have to expose yourself to discomfort. And once you do it 2-3 times, you will realize that discomfort is such a small amount of feeling that could reward you so much. You know, it might feel uncomfortable to go to the gym, but as soon as you're done, you will feel so much better. It might feel uncomfortable to speak in front of a presentation, but if you practice and you do it correctly, it'll reward you so much better. So always expose yourself to discomfort. Even if you already are confident, continue to do that, and you will just, it cannot hurt you, and it can only help benefit you. And then this is the last thing I want to talk about, because this is one that, one of the unexpected ones, is dress and groom intentionally. And this one is very important, because I've been at times in my life, and I'm not even saying I didn't groom myself good or anything, but I wasn't keeping up with the standard that makes me feel the best. So like, now this can be different for everybody, but for me, I take my time in everything, especially with the way I look, not because I'm insecure, but more just because I like to use use my full potential. I don't spend hours in the mirror doing anything. All it takes is me shaving, brushing my teeth every day, putting product in my hair to make it look good, sometimes shaping up my eyebrows, putting on deodorant. Just, you know, when you walk around and you know that you're fresh and clean on your face, and you know you got your hair cut and you smell good, you know, that's just 2, 3, 4 things that you don't got to worry about. That's 4 things that you can automatically be more confident in. It's like, you know what, maybe I'm shy, but I know I smell good. Maybe I'm not as strong as I could be, but at least I'm fresh, you know, and clean. So it just, you know, it helps substitute things, but I think no matter what, you should always groom and take care of yourself. Clip your nails, all the small stuff, you know, all these little things, I promise you, will actually help your confidence. Get a haircut, you know, freshen up, get a fade and stuff, and you know, it literally can turn your whole day upside down, really, and let alone just keep your confidence up. So thank you guys for watching. This was a little longer video. I'm glad I was able to kind of talk with you guys for this long. I kind of like making a little longer video. If you've been watching this long, thank you guys for sticking with me throughout the whole video. And that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about, was confidence and the other stuff at the beginning of the video. So thank you guys for watching a lot. I appreciate all the support. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.